Welcome to yourfaculty.com. We are going to deal with the concepts of area in this video. This is our website yourfaculty.com and this is our Facebook page. We'll start with some formulas before getting into the problems. So I assume that you understand what a triangle, what a square, what a parallelogram, rhombus are. So I'll just give a quick brief on some of the formulas that we'll be using in this chapter. Rectangle. So in the case of rectangle, we know that it's the lines are opposite sides are parallel to each other and the opposite sides are equal, and we denote them by length and breadth, and they form 90° with the adjacent sides. So this is about rectangle, right? And in the case of rectangle, your area is equal to length into breadth. Your length into breadth is your area. And one more formula that you need to remember is perimeter, which is equal to 2 into L plus B. What is a perimeter? Perimeter is basically sum of all the sides of that particular shape. So in this case rectangle, and hence it's 2 into L plus B. Okay. Number 2, square. Square, it's like rectangle, or the opposite sides are parallel to each other, opposite sides are equal. Sorry, all the sides are equal here. So the most important thing is all the sides in the case of square are equal, and they form 90°. So because of which, if you draw a diagonal, sorry, it didn't come properly. Okay, so I'll draw it again for you. If you draw a diagonal and the side is A, the diagonal based on your Pythagoras theorem is A root 2. So in the case of square, there are few things that you need to understand. Area of a square is equal to A square. Perimeter is equal to 4A, sum of all the sides. Diagonal is equal to A root 2. Triangles. So triangle, if I mark all the sides as A, B and C, and remember I'm not saying as isosceles triangle or equilateral triangle or scalene triangle. They are it's just a triangle, and if you draw a perpendicular line, this is called height, altitude. So basically a perpendicular line from opposite vertex to the base. If we call this as base of the triangle, and if you draw a perpendicular line from the opposite vertex, that's called the altitude. So in such cases, area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. Please note, the height is basically the value is calculated based on the line that is drawn to the base. So if you consider this as base, the height has to be this line. Similarly, if you draw like this, then this will become the base and this will become the height. Okay, so this is equal to half into B into H. There's another formula for triangles that's called Heron's formula. If you know all the sides of the triangle, then area is equal to square root of S into S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. And what is S? S is a semi-perimeter. And S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. One interesting thing about triangles is you get a lot of problems on equilateral triangle. And it's important to know some of the formulas with respect to equilateral triangle, because they are you will be able to solve problems faster if you know these formulas. Let's say we have an equilateral triangle, which means all the sides are equal, which means the angles are 60 degree. All the angles are 60 degree. So in the case of equilateral triangle, if I try to draw the same altitude, the length of or the height or altitude in the equilateral triangle is root 3 by 2 a square. Sorry, a. And area of a equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 a square. And if I draw a circle inside this, which is called incircle, in that case, radius of the incircle r is equal to a by 2 root 3. Please remember the sides are a, and if you draw an incircle, the radius of the circle is a by 2 root 3. And what if I draw a circumcircle? Circumcircle touches all the vertices of a triangle. So circumcircle is equal to, so radius of circumcircle is equal to a by root 3. You have to remember these two formulas because that will help you solve problems faster. Next is area of a circle. Area of a circle. So you draw a circle with center O and radius of length R. So OA equal to R. So area of a circle is equal to pi R square, where pi is equal to 22 by 7. So you need to remember this. So in that case, circumference of a circle. So circumference of a circle is like your perimeter. This is the circumference of the circle. And what is the formula for circumference of a circle? Is 2 pi r. And then if we are supposed to calculate, let's say there is a arc. You need to find out the length of the arc. How do we do it? We just need to connect this line and find out the angle. Let's say we call that angle as theta. So this length is also r because that's the radius. So if you have to find out the length of this arc and then also the area of this sector, then we can do it by this formula. So length of the arc is equal to, so we know that for a circle it is circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So length of the arc, please remember, it is 2 pi r into, since it is the angle subscribed at the center is theta, we need to multiply it by theta by 360. 360 is because the entire angle will be like 360. So theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So that's the length of the arc. Area of the sector, which is this region. This will be useful for you if you are asked questions on clocks or a cow grazing a field, those kind of questions. This formula will be very useful. So area of sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. So pi r square is the area of circle and this is the angle of the sector, and hence we're just going to find out for that region. That's why it's theta by 360 into pi r square. Next is, I assume if you know for circle, if it is for semicircle, you need to basically divide everything by 2. So area of a semicircle is pi r square by 2. I'll not spend much time on that. And circumference of a semicircle is pi r. 2 pi r by 2, so pi r. Other important formulas that you need to know are area of a parallelogram. parallelogram, which is equal to base into height, and the area of a rhombus half into product of the diagonals. Please have a look at how a rhombus looks like. A rhombus will be like a diamond shape, and it's like a tilted square. All the sides are equal, and uh, here in this case, half into the product of diagonals is basically the area of the rhombus. And the case of parallelogram, where all sides opposite sides are equal just like a rectangle, but they don't make 90-degree with the adjacent side. The angles are different here, so the opposite sides are parallel and they are opposite sides are equal. So in this case, half into base, just like your triangle, half into base into height. Height is basically the shortest distance between the two parallel lines, and the base is the corresponding base. So when you draw a 90-degree from the opposite side to the opposite side, so you get the height, and base into height is the formula for parallelogram. And last but not the least, area of a trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Trapezium is again a tricky one, where one pair of opposite sides are parallel, the other two are not. And what are we doing? We have to first add up these two sides, A and B. So half into sum of the parallel sides and distance between them, which is basically a 90-degree line drawn, or a H, you can call it H. So that's the area of a trapezium. Thanks for watching our video. You can subscribe to more videos at your faculty channel. Like us on our Facebook page and our LinkedIn page, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Thank you.